Hello, my Room 10 friends. It has been so great to see some of you in our Zoom sessions. I really miss teaching all of you, and I miss being in the classroom and having us learn from each other and share ideas with each other. So I thought I'd take some time so that we could talk about community signs. So I don't want anyone to stress out as we start talking about community signs. I know that you are all very smart, but if we don't know the answer, that is okay. We are here to learn. So if we know an answer, that's fantastic. But if we don't know the answer, that is okay. So a community sign is something that we see when we go into the public. So maybe we're going to a grocery store, maybe we're going to the park, maybe we're going to the movie theater, maybe we're just in the car, we're taking a ride. Community signs, they can be words or they can be pictures, and sometimes we'll see a sign that has words and pictures. So, I have several examples for you. Let's get started. So we are going to see so many examples of community signs, but what we need to do is stop. So we're going to stop, and we're going to make sure that we take the time to maybe look around and see those signs. Because if we don't stop, and if we don't take time to look around, then we aren't going to notice these signs. And we're not going to be able to share what we know with people. So we need to make sure that we always are looking around. I've used the word stop a lot. And it's an important word, but it's also a community sign. So, do we have any people who know what the stop sign looks like? So here's what our stop sign looks like. And this sign is very important, not just for people driving in cars, but for people who are walking. We want to always make sure that we stop and we look and make sure that there are no cars. When we stop at those stop signs and take a look around, we are making a very safe choice. And that is something that you should all be very proud of. So we've talked about the stop sign. Now we're going to talk about an exit sign. So here's what I want to ask you. Does exit mean that we are leaving a building? Or does exit mean that we are walking into a building? For those of you who said exit is walking out of a building, you are correct. I am leaving my building right now, and right up there we have our exit sign. So exit means that we're going to go out of a building. It means we're going to walk. We're going to leave. We've probably seen lots of exit signs at school, maybe in different stores. So what we're going to talk about next is this symbol. Do we have any ideas of what this symbol is? The symbol or community sign that I just showed you is a fire alarm. And it's not a toy. It's something that we use in an emergency. So we usually use the fire alarm when there's a fire. And we've done lots of practice drills at schools. In case you don't remember, this is what a fire alarm sounds like. When we hear the fire alarm, we want to calmly leave the building. We want to make sure that we are with all our teachers, that we are not walking ahead of anybody, that we aren't pushing people out of the way. We want to make sure that when we hear this noise, we are all safely leaving the building. So once we are out of the building, we want to make sure that we are with our teachers and our classmates, and we are far enough away from the building. My friends, we have talked a lot about community signs, and there are a lot more signs out there, but we are going to take things slowly. We'll go over the few signs we've talked about this time, and we can learn more in the future. So, I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you learn something new. And I can't wait to see you on Wednesday for our Zoom session. And we can talk more about community signs, and we can share more with each other. I'll see you all on Wednesday.